As I said in the previous stream, it's still today, right now it's Friday, June 21st, 2019. It's about 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay. And we just finished episode 100 to 102. So that was my fourth live stream. So I guess there should be some sort of celebrations for that. I don't really have much to celebrate that for, but because it's not really much of a milestone for me. But this stream is going to be a little bit different. If anything, this one is going to be definitely, first of all, it's not an item catalog subseries, and it's also not a BTS behind the scenes series. I think this stream right here, which I guess is episode 103, is more like a live stream than any of my other live streams are, because the previous 4 live streams I've had are, I guess they had a clear, they had clear talking points and had very structured like objectives. I knew I needed to get through certain objects that I want to discuss in the video, and I want to end it off like that. So it's more like a video basically. But this is more of a live stream, and I should mention why that is because I'm working off the fly here, off the handle, and I know what I want to discuss, but it's all written, and I'm going to be working in the live stream live, and that's what it is. I don't know if I can call it working. So the concept behind this is a different sub-series of the Ahn Rho Project, and I've thought about names for the past 3 years about why I should name this portion of it. I think I've settled for something in the temporary along the lines of gamified. So gamified as in, if you are caught up with the tech industry, gamified kind of refers to a term where you introduce the elements of gaming into any particular technological innovation or product or marketing service, or even just in life in general. So essentially, I'm trying to turn my real life, I'm not turning it into a game, but I'm trying to represent parts of it as a game, because if I'm honest, part of my life is like a game. And it's a perspective I think that is very common these days. You've seen, don't take it too far. Life isn't only a game; it's also a journey. It's also, I guess, in part a business. It's also, life is also just life itself. So you should not just. I don't think you should ever just represent, in my opinion, life as solely a game, because that's not all it is. It's more than that. But you could definitely represent life as a game through one particular perspective and reap, I guess, some benefits out of that, out of viewing life as a game, while also viewing life as all these other different things. Like, if you want to use an analogy, like the flowing river, you could say life is a bowl of cherries, life is a journey, life is life itself, but it's also in part a game. And in this sub series of the Ahn Rho Project, I guess this is more of a live stream than anything, because I'm trying to essentially work out the underpinnings of my life, in terms of a measurable gain. SMART goals. So I guess let me just write down for today. So Thursday we didn't have anything. We didn't. First of all, Thursday we did no streaming, but Friday is today, and today is June 21st. All right, and 19. We just did 1, 2, 3 together, and that was the watermelon, that was the Viet banana, and that was the almond butter, And all three of these were categorized as, sorry, let me get closer. Item catalog subseries, subseries, item catalog. Okay, underscore the Ahn Rho Project. I know it's very messy. I know it's just very vague. So that's what these three were. But for today, this one is it's something completely different. This is actually a true live stream because I'm working on the fly, and it's essentially system management, sys management. Think about, are any of you there's no viewers, so are any of you are any of you, yeah, like who you talking to? Okay, are any of you system design engineers? I'm from Waterloo, so I definitely appreciate system design engineering, but systems management here, I have no background in engineering, by the way, but here I would say, in all these all these different things I want to discuss in this episode 103 is a sub-series that I would say called, sorry, that I would call, the acronym is kind of funny. It's kind of like girl or grill if you want to put in those memes, but it basically means game in real life. Real life. So that's today, and it is an actual live stream, by the way. So let me just have another sheet of paper to represent this. So if I'm to diagram all this, and I'm going to try to get the phone steady here. Sorry, my camera steady. So this is definitely a live stream that is more sort of impromptu, and if I could start it off, I guess I would, let's just put game. Let's just put the acronym GIRL. Gamify. Fied underscore the Ahn Rho Project. Okay, and it's about systems management. It's kind of, so in short, TLDR. The concept behind it is kind of like, you know, the concept behind it is, this isn't exactly good angle, is it? Fuck. TLDR. It's kind of like a, no, it's a shit angle. Is that better? See, it's hard because like I'm left-handed and I'm trying to like make this work out. Just go here. I'm using like a very makeshift setup. I make a video one day. It's like how do I say this? The fuck. Oh god, sliding. Sliding. Yeah, it's definitely sliding. Fucking Christ's sake. Stop. It is wrong with my life. It is wrong with my life. Life. Get your shit sorted out. Oh. You dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. So yeah, that's a little bit blunt, a little bit harsh. Okay, I'll admit that. But I mean, yeah, what the fuck's wrong with your life? Get your shit sorted out. Get your shit together. So various aspects of various listeners. Okay, let's. So here's some stuff that I wanted to get done. Um, it's been difficult for me to sort of organize everything together. So one definite part of this is, you know, the Ahn Rho Project as a whole, turning that into a game. So the concept behind Ahn Rho Project, we have one here, and I guess this is kind of like a mind mapping kind of thing. But here is the subseries, the item catalog series, yes, catalog, and it's like a database, really, right? So it's like this database is this listing of, you know, of shit. It goes like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds. Like goes all the way down, of like an entire set of items, of material possessions in life, of, you know, of these elements, of these objects in life that I use. And it's just like a database, you know, just like database. And I go through all of them, and it may be a story in this column, and then it'll be the actual 360-degree snapshot, right? And then it'll be the photos, right? And stuff like that. So it's very structured, and it lays out everything that I need. And I'm supposed to have a code. I'm supposed to codify all this. So there's like, it's like a tabulation. You need a table to manage all this. You need the actual media form. Okay, that would be the vid, the live stream, the photos, the pics, the images, JPEG, whatever. And then you also have like the actual system coding, the code, the system, the codified system. So this might be like object A to B, standing for clothing. This one's A5C, standing for food, etc. So that's the item catalog subseries. And then you have, you know, you have another domain, another sub-project, the Ahn Rho Project, which maps out another different domain, subdomain of my life. And let's go down here. And you know, now behind the scenes, BTS. So this one is kind of like, all right, so we need to get some shit sorted out here, because there's a lot of stuff that you haven't done, and this may include. So for example, I was trying to link up some different platforms here, multimedia platforming forms, and getting that shit all sorted out includes, you know, I have to learn to understand, like, is Periscope better, or Twitch better, or Facebook live streaming better? And how am I going to work out the underpinnings, of, say, something like a podcast? Am I going to use the sound? Because like apparently you need hosting for that, and I don't intend to have like 3 different phones hosting to 3 different platforms because they're all live. So I might have to use, for example, instead, something that's not live. So it would be just an uploaded version. So like maybe I heard SoundCloud. I did some research a little bit, just very light research. Maybe SoundCloud, I just uploaded like that, so it's not a live stream. And then there's all that other shit that goes into the creative portion. So that's a multimedia platforming, and that's like one. But then two, for example, would be like, I need some. I had a lot of ideas that I want to get through, like some actual creative. I have creative ideas, and mostly it's creations, I should say, creations, because you know I want to draw. I want to. Well, you could not tell that I'm actually artistic in any fashion from the way I'm writing things down. Like I want, let's say, one thing, I want to draw out a lot of these item, so it might reflect back onto item catalog series. I might want to practice drawing like an apple, some of these objects here, e.g. SS item catalog. Okay, I might draw like an apple. This is a shit apple. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It looks like a fucking pumpkin. Let's draw a pumpkin. Let's draw a jack-o'-lantern. And then, you know, I'll have a stream just on arts and crafts where I'm drawing out one of the item. So I'm drawing out an item catalog series. I'm drawing out, let's say today I had the almond butter. So I might sketch out the almond butter myself and might do something creative with that and draw out my breakfast, which I could not make a video on, but I can draw that out in real time. And that would be part of live stream. And it'd be me essentially practicing my skills in drawing. There are other things in creations that, for example, I also want to get out, but I'm not going to list them out because, you know, time. And then the third one is like, you know, I also want to learn language, you know. So suddenly, this one actually shouldn't be BTS, sorry. So the next sub-series would be, I mean, obviously somewhere here is the game in real life. So GIRL. Sounds like URL link. But there's also another one here that's kind of like hobbies. The sub hobbies and interests, HISSHI. So sub-series hobbies and interests. And so I've always wanted to learn, for example, e.g. one language. So there's like there's several Mandarin and Cantonese, Mandarin songs that I really like to, you know, that I like to listen to, and I would love to learn that. But for example, I could learn to actually read Chinese, Cantonese, well, basically Cantonese, traditional, I prefer traditional Chinese, okay, characters, and learn to, you know, sing. That's just an example. But it goes into essentially one of the hobbies, and then you have two, you know, aside from language, there are other things that I want to do. And in here is kind of like a tracking. This one really reflects there, reflects on all of the other subdomains, because obviously if you're gamifying everything, you're going to have like a status bar. Let's say you want to measure out the item catalog subseries, for example. Item SS. Subseries item catalog with respect to the subseries Gamified. Then you would measure out, for example, the measure would be, let's say you would have to tally up 100, let's say you have, that's not realistic, 350 items. Out of 350 items that you have in your room that you use on a daily basis, how many of those videos have you made? I mean, how many of those objects have you made a video or live stream on and covered the story, the table, and the codified of? So maybe you might say some XX, like I've made so far, where were we? We're episode 103, and we covered about maybe like 60 items, just for example. And so we would chart in this, and we're about 20% EXP to level up. No, 20% of the way to completion. And so you could call this a quest series. In terms of this sub-series, it's a game. You know what I mean? I'm gamifying. What the fuck? Gamify. I'm turning this subdomain of the Ahn Rho Project is a game with respect to this other subdomain of the Ahn Rho Project. So part of my life, this project, I'm mapping out in terms of a goal. Or if you one of my favorite games is RuneScape because it's so comprehensive. And you can call me lame and whatnot, but that's what it is. It's like a quest. It's like a chart of all the different activities you have. So that's what this is all about. And then if you want to, again, it could be another status bar here on, let's say you want to learn a Chinese language, and there are 5,000 words I want to learn to use, but I also want to learn how to sing about maybe 15 songs and 5,000 characters. I want to know the meanings written, and understand them, how to write them, the meaning, the definition, etc. And so again, you would chart them out in terms of some sort of like tracking XP bar or a way to completion, and then you have a certain percentage of completion there. And every live stream or video I would update. So you see, you can't understand what this live stream is about. This is what the game in real life. This is sub-series Gamified of the Ahn Rho Project. And that's what episode 103, this is the introduction to that. This is me just working. Obviously, I didn't plan any of it. Like, look at this. Look at this shit right here. This is what I managed to make out of the past 20 minutes. That's what this project in part is. This is the Gamified. This is the sub-series of the Ahn Rho Project I'm dubbing Gamified. Or if you want to make stupid memes out of it because it's hilarious, and I agree, it's fucking hilarious. We can call this the girl, the girl sub series grill. It's better that way, grill. Okay, so it's like system management. That's what this is, and I don't know. If you have any ideas you want to share, again, you can definitely leave them in the comment section below if I turn this into a video, if or when I do. If you're watching a live stream, like the video on demand, like afterwards, and somehow for some reason you can leave a comment or story or your thoughts on this kind of stuff, because you maybe do this yourself. Let's be honest, maybe you do this shit, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can leave your thoughts on that matter. This is the Ahn Rho Project, sub-series Gamified or Grill, and that sounds so fucking hilarious. It's so stupid that it's actually not stupid. I will return to this concept. I'm not sure when, but I want to continue working on this on a daily basis because I need to get, as I said, the whole point of this sub-series is to sort. It's like project management, but on a very fun way. You're turning into a game. It's a fun perspective on project management. So with that being said, what the fuck is wrong with my life? And I'm here to get my shit sorted together. Yeah, sick, dumb fuck. This is Ahn Rho. This is episode 103, sub-series Gamified of the Ahn Rho Project. Thank you for tuning in, all my beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, hypothetical, imaginary friends that make me out to be the loser that I am. But thank you for tuning in, my hypothetical viewers. And I will see all of you, and most definitely I will see my hypothetical future self, hopefully a better version of myself, in episode 104, whenever that is, whatever type of sub-series that will be. So this is Ahn Rho. I'm signing out. It's Friday, June 21st, about 5:30 a.m. in the morning, and I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao.